What day is it, guys?
Hump Day, bitches!
Hump Day before? It is now. Oh, gotta have some fun with it, right?
Hey, that's enough humping to last at least a month or two.
Yeah, 3 minutes early, just watching that shit. You know, there were people like hoping spouses didn't see, and who knows what is going on over here. Oh, God. I was giggling just thinking about it because I was like, oh, I think I can do this. And then when I tried it, it worked. And I'm like, oh, God. Oh, how you doing tonight, Chuck?
I'm kind of wired, really tired. I haven't even taken my sunglasses off yet. I just got done working 5 minutes ago.
Just rolling into the distro, eh?
Yeah. Threw the laptop on the fucking shit real quick. Oh, time for show. So I hope you guys are all prepared for another wonderful, unprepared chit show. So.
Yes. Well, so I had every intention. I was out burning some packs after work. I flew a few yesterday, flew the remainder today. What's all that?
What's killing me?
Oh, I see. I have this uncanny ability to just focus on the wrong thing at any given time. So even though there was that giant glare there, I couldn't see it. I was not allowed.
Yeah, we're gonna drive and stream with the laptop on the steering wheel.
But only for like 4 feet. What's going on, Eric? Mr. JRCs?
There we go.
Other Eric with a K. Tommy. Brian.
Names?
Yeah, just kind of going down the list here, you know. Oh, Mr. Gauss in here.
Hey, and Jeff? No, that was all him, bro.
Hey, if everybody doesn't have a light shade of tomato going on at this point, it ain't gonna happen. But yeah, hey, Mikey. I thought today, you know what? Weather's decent. I got a couple good packs in. I'm going to prepare for the next challenge. Because what I figured I would do, rather than leaving it just to talk, we need to demonstrate what we want from people, right? And I'm thinking, you know, here's what this challenge is going to be. And I start flying to do it. And not even 10 seconds in, drone just flips over. It's not working. I just went on my merry way. Then just as quickly as I thought about it, I forgot about it. So we'll get there. Keep your eyes open, but I've been on the road for 2 weeks, and the weather has not been good every day, or I haven't been in the right location.
Excuses.
It is.
Speaking of excuses, I got a ton of them. But hopefully, I got the magic jizz sauce for the settings on the abomination. Falco X all in the guts. Kiss on the arms. Ooh. With a brand new T-Rex on there.
I'm very curious. You know, when you initially told me about that, I was very curious, and then we've had to wait so long, I kind of had to stop myself from caring, and now I'm getting excited again.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, it was basically impossible to find any information on doing this until I randomly threw a post in Preston's group saying, well, I hope this works. And a guy named Joshua Lerner got back to me. Apparently, he's one of Preston's pilots or something. Real cool dude. Dude, he's tatted up from the freaking everything, dude. Reminds me of Opie. Apparently he's been flying this for quite a while. And so he gave me the 411 on the proper settings to run. So I got to throw a couple caps on that thing, and I'm going out to destroy it. Hopefully it flies good. Destroy it with Joshua Ketchum this weekend.
Nice. Tell Ketch I say hi.
Yep. Apparently he's got a nice little concrete spot for me to, do my thing.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'll be curious how that goes. I know we all are.
Thank you, Eric. He would have murdered me if I didn't acknowledge him. Man, we got the whole crew. Might as well just invite everybody into the video chat. It's basically the hotel in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got Double A. What's up, brother?
Sure, we haven't gone gangbang in a while, so we're going gangbang.
Anybody who wants to join, that's the link.
That's it.
Hide your children before you enter.
Yeah, well, if you don't know that by now, then you deserve whatever happens to you, so.
Fair enough. And we don't talk about the bucket on the stream, bro.
Well, I know I showed you, but I'm going to show everybody. I've been working on this GoPro for a while. It's the only 8 I have. And it's not like I've been taking it easy on it or anything. I mean, these guys know I've been hucking it at steel and concrete and everything. And tonight, finally did in the back screen. Now, she still works great. So I'm going to stick some tempered glass over it to try to hold it together. In the meantime, it's leaking glass shards all over the place.
Apparently we're streaming and driving still.
Oh, great. This is like having props on in the house. What's going on, Raymond?
No hands.
But yeah, so we'll see. You know me, I'm going to run it till I can't use it anymore before I send it back because, I've sent GoPro items in before and gotten them back within 15 days, and I've sent them in and had to wait 6 to 8 weeks. So you just never know.
Plus the 8, it's what, like $70 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Damn, big pothole.
And I've been easing back into being able to make some desirable purchases again. I've been keeping my eye open for those DJI units. Well, the Cadix units, because I got a hold of a pair of V1 goggles. Thanks to.
I was gonna say, why would you be looking for digi stuff?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Jose Fordo, I went down to see him one day, and he's like, "Hey, I got V2 goggles, so these are just going to sit here. Do you want to use them?" And I was like, "Actually, yes." And he's like, "Okay, I got plenty of air units. So do you want the Cadix or do you want the full DJI?" And I said, "Well, I'm not going to use the DJI control link, so I don't need the DJI unit. I just need it for video." I said, "So I'd rather have the Cadix." And long story short, homeboy, I know he doesn't do this. He didn't do it for props, but it touched me super. And he was like, "Oh, this is a gift." So homie gave me an air unit, the goggles, everything. And so I'm set up for HD other than an array of air units.
Cool.
So I'm keeping my eyes open.
What about that new Foxeer digital mini thingy that came out? That's both analog and digital.
Well, first of all, I did not see that. But second, I'm not up to date on any of this yet.
He hasn't been home.
Yeah, there's a new version that just came out.
Okay.
There was one before that. I didn't know that, but yeah, they're by Foxeer.
Better get your pre-order on.
Well, I'll tell you, it definitely happened just in time because a while ago I bought some Caddx Rattels, and then shortly after I bought them, Banggood had where you could buy just the cases. And I don't know about you guys, but when I start getting into a string of camera strikes, it's not the lenses that I destroy. I don't shatter them, anything like that. What I end up doing is cracking that housing. But I found housings for $5 a piece, so I bought like 6 of them. Well, I just used my last housing to replace a broken one, and I was starting to research cameras, so I'm glad I didn't purchase a bunch of analog cameras. What was that?
My mask.
What's it called, Ray?
The Digi something mini. It's by Fox here. Digital Digi, something like that.
Digisnizzle and the Manizzles.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Mikey, those are actually the units I'm holding out for, and I actually have found them in stock at 2 places, but I'm waiting for them to come in Pyro because I insist on making full advantage or taking full advantage of Pyro points, and so I try to keep all my purchases consolidated to one store. And when you're talking about units that cost $150 a pop,
I'm waiting for the Crossfire Micro to come back in stock. The kit with the 3 receivers.
Yeah, Jeffrey style, I got stuck on the Rattels, and I haven't tried the Rattel 2. I know that it's gotten a lot of good reviews, but the Rattels have always treated me very well until I was in MD95's goggles for a pack recently and could see all these things that I couldn't see with the Rattel. He's running T-Rexes, by the way, or not T-Rex. Yeah. T-Rex? No, Chuck's running T-Rex.
Yes. He's got
He's running
5.
Yeah.
We're all running Predators.
I also have one of those, actually.
Did you find it?
Yeah, don't ask me why it's all freaking not in the right ratio aspect. I have no clue.
I was going to say, I can't tell what it is you got.
There he goes.
Oh.
Digi site. There's a 2.
On here? All right, so what do we got here? 720p, 1000 TVLs, 1.7 lens. That's for the shark bite, bro.
He's buying stuff he can't use.
Analog for life. Analog, yo.
No, that's very interesting that it does both.
Both.
Yeah, I thought the new one was for both. I thought it was for the air unit also.
See the big words in the middle?
Yeah. Compatible with Fat Shark, but also compatible with analog, which is interesting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 versions. I don't know if you're looking at the first one or the second one.
And they're showing off low light footage, so that must be a bonus. 4 milliseconds latency. Switchable.
Can you really tell that?
I don't know.
I remember years ago when people would have murdered for 4 milliseconds latency. Now it's kind of considered the norm, isn't it?
You're right. Oh, it's been considered the norm since the Swift Mini 2.
Thank you, Plummet. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's on Basher. I'm probably going to lose service in a couple minutes.
apparently this is our new product, like I do sometimes, kind of impromptu. Do like cloudy, yeah, all the normal bullshit. I didn't see anything about a unit for it, so it's got to be just the SharkBite unit, like they're just making the cameras.
Yeah, I believe it was just the camera.
Blah 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 blah.
I'm gonna
Well,
jump off because we're coming in and we're gonna definitely cut out of service.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining.
Absolutely.
No problem. Thank you for letting me join.
Hey, I
But yeah,
really.
we're definitely gonna be done with that. So
We'll get out of here already. I'm talking.
Well, kick me out so I can figure out how. There we go.
I really like the way the ribbon cable goes in there behind a plate.
Mm-hmm.
That is very nice. Standard Fox-eared lens on there. All the stuff we already looked at. Cool.
And speaking of cameras, I'm kind of this way with everything. I get stuck on things. It's like I try something, when I need to, because not all products last forever. They have an end of life. And I don't mean just of usage, but even of production. And then I'll go on a spree of kind of checking some things out and trying to update, because I've been running the Rattels, 2 years, slightly longer than 2 years. And I just
Absolutely.
didn't realize that the cameras had come as far as they had until I was in MD's goggles. Some of those finer details, boy, they stuck right out, and they were still invisible in mine. Kind of had me feeling a little salty.
Yeah, well, how long you been using them Rattels?
Do what?
How long you been using Rattels?
That's what I'm saying. Like 2.5 years, I thought.
It's been that long? Because you were into the Eagles for a while.
I was the Eagles before that. I ran them for a solid year. The Eagle 2.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Or the Eagle Micro or whatever it was, which was the
Micro,
equivalent of the Eagle 2.
Yeah, and you know what? That camera kept pace for a very long time.
I still think it's a good camera, but it's a good camera for the price. To get the cameras that you're using or the MD's using, I have to spend more.
I
But
saw
I
that.
can say it would be worth it if you were flying in certain conditions a lot. Like fall, scraggle season.
I don't know. I'm not sure why he's asking that, but
I'm not sure. No, I ended up with Digi V1s.
Jeff, go try Fox here, man. Seriously, either the Predator V5 or the T-Rex, man. Basically, the T-Rex has a few more hundred TVLs. I think it's like 1,200 or 1,400. I don't know, some big number. And the Predator V5 is like 10 or 11. I've been told the differences seem to be you get a little more vibrance and color with the Predator V5, a little more realism with the T-Rex. And I am a realism fan, so.
And me, I'm a little skeptical of trusting the YouTube footage that I see on DVR, only because the DVR never records as well as it displays to your actual eyes in the goggle. So that's why, in my mind, you really got to see it for yourself. And I haven't seen the T-Rex for myself, but I did see the Predator V5. But after seeing it, it gave some weight to what people were saying. It's hard to always trust people because it's just like cars. Nobody goes out there and goes, "Oh, my car sucks." Everybody tells you their car is the fastest car on the road, the best car. And the goggles they're using are the best goggles, and the cameras they're using are the best cameras. And
the best.
Well, literally, what you got there?
The best a man can get. Sorry. It just came out.
Hey, you can't help when, yeah. I don't know. I lost it mid thought.
I might disappear.
Okay. Time to chase a lot, lizard. Chuck will be back.
No. There we go. My screen froze on my phone. And I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah.
So, Brian, I think those things are already done to it.
I guarantee you he's done all that shit already. It's coming from Joe, so you don't fuck around.
Right.
All right, Double A still asking you questions.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't know. You've never been with Chris since he got those orcas.
No, all I did was see his. Oh, I think he came in the middle of the conversation. No, I was just saying that while MD and I were doing some flying 2 weeks ago, I rode along with him, and just seeing the difference between my Rattel and his Predator V5 in my goggles was huge.
Yes. Yes. Good.
But yeah, I get stuck on my things. You know, I get comfortable. There's something to be said for just knowing what you're getting. But it was time to start looking around again. I was even starting to eyeball goggles. And I think that's why Joe was just like, hey, I'm not going to be using these. And they're yours. So now all of a sudden I don't need goggles.
Hey, and if anybody wants to buy a used pair of HDOs, hit me up.
$75 shipped.
Fuck you. $300.
Oh man.
They're in perfect working order. You get your own damn module. And I'll buy a new strap for it.
Well, while we have people in here, if you guys haven't liked the stream, make sure you like it. If you're not subbed to us, sub. I know everybody in here is. What's going on, J-Bo? And the vast majority of people probably even have their bells rung. For the past few shows, which was not last week like it would have scheduled to have been now that we've flipped Wednesdays again. Anyway, shit, I forgot what I was saying that fast. I haven't been streaming to Facebook, but I did stream to Facebook this time. We'll bring that back.
I haven't seen anybody come in from Facebook in a long time.
I have, but I haven't been doing it for a while. Today we even had somebody I thought from Facebook. Nope, maybe I'm wrong.
J-Bo? I don't know.
But keep your eyes on the channel. We're bringing back challenges. I had quite a bit of travel going on the last couple weeks, and I just did not get to a comfortable spot to be able to set up for the next one. So I know I've said last time it's coming, but it is coming. Keep your eyes out.
Nice. Keep talking.
Yeah, I'm working on it. You know, I had some stuff and I had it all typed, and then I closed my notepad and said don't save, and then I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, if you guys don't know it already, Josh has many brilliant ideas, but he forgets them in 15 minutes.
I do. Things just happen very organically, and if I don't make you know, a conscious effort, like a note to put it somewhere where I can remember it, to force it to regurgitate, then yeah. What's going on, Glass Pound? Well, we are actually from all over the place. Chuckett holds down Indianapolis, Illinois, well, specifically around, you know, Chicago, and maybe even still gets up through Milwaukee.
Every weekend.
I know he's been known to visit Detroit. We got a group of people on the tri-state Eastern Shore, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, that area, Pennsylvania. Razman is holding down lower central New York. lower eastern New York, whatever you want to call it. So we're kind of from all over the place. J-Bo's up around that area. Double A is around the Chicago-ish, or not Chicago. Yeah, well, he's more indie, isn't he? So yeah, we got people from all over the place in here.
I don't know if he's from around Indy. He don't ever hit me up to fly.
Ooh.
J-Bo. Guild.
I don't know. I might be mixing people up too. So.
Oh.
Oh, you're in Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah. Here you go, J-Bo. I got a thing for you. You
Oh,
asked,
no kidding.
you shall receive. See if I can make it a little bigger for you.
Well, Glass Pound, you are actually in Mystery D territory. He's in the Pottstown area. E-Drone is in Newark, Delaware, so he's not that far from you. You'll have to make sure you hit up some of us. We've always got people meeting up somewhere. So, Chuck, have you run those yet?
Absolutely. Only on my toothpick though.
Well, that counts. I mean, the toothpick is running. This is not like, toothpicks of 2 years ago.
No, it is a beast. Hey, the colors are absolutely vibrant. It is a noticeable difference over my original HDOs, not by a lot because it's not a very big upgrade. But definitely, I haven't screwed with any of the settings, but it was very vibrant, and it looked good. I love the individual focus wheels on them so that you can focus each eye individually. Not the slider, mind you, to move the thing literally in and out focus. I think it's great. And everybody bitches about the gun barrel effect. Like Chris always says, you're in James Bond, you're looking down, through a barrel. Yes, you can see the roundness in the corners, on the outside corners, but it does not cover that. You can see the clear definition of the square of the screen. Well, screens, but it only looks like one, because, fractal vision bullshit.
Right.
Oh.
That is undisputed. That is an undisputed fact. I mean, the Orcas have been running a more modern, for lack of a better term, DVR than the Fat Sharks, which haven't changed their DVR boards since inception, I don't think.
Just catching up on chat. No, I didn't make you fucking Google it.
Who cares about the DVR? I want it to record DVR because I've used that before for my own purposes. But to use it, I don't really care. For video. What's going on, Flatspin?
Flatspin, what up, dog? Flatspin,
we're just in here chatting about
name.
hardwares and acquisitions.
Yep. J-Bo, I got HDO too. I love that name, Flatspin Jesus. That's just, it's so, I don't know, dogma-esque. No, nobody's using orcas at the races. Sorry. Don't contradict me, you fuck.
No, I'm just sitting here thinking, I think I don't know of many that I've seen, at least not the ones that post to YouTube. We're not a bunch of racers, so we don't go to the races, so we can't speak to that much, except Mr. ED. He's running fourth right now behind Alex Vanover in the world, so.
Watch your back, Vanover, you little prick.
Speaking of which, you saw we have some new world champions.
I haven't seen
or maybe you
thing.
didn't.
No, not me. I haven't hung out with Double A lately. He usually keeps me abreast of all that shit.
Well, I say new. Jet is the world-class winner again. I want to say Vanover was right behind him with a number 2. I'm really curious, though, with some of this stuff coming out, and especially when you talk at least the HD technology, I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that, if anything, with racing. Because if you've ever seen those DRL races, they are hard for the racers to see what's going on because of the lighting conditions and all.
Oh, they do that on purpose too. With the crazy.
There's some truth to that, but I wonder if they would be able to do any better with the penetration and the signal quality, because I don't know anybody that will tell you that DJI is a downgrade when talking about flying in a lot of hard surfaces. Quite the opposite. Usually it's quite an upgrade.
Yeah, well, I mean, their demands for latency are so fucking low. I don't even know, DJI has improved greatly, but I don't think it's caught up to that yet.
Fair point. You're probably right. I don't anticipate being able to notice a difference, but I'm sure those guys would. When you watch people like Min Chan Kim lay down, even practice laps, it's just incredible to me the amount of precision and control they have.
Yeah, especially they're using those freaking 2-pound fucking quads.
They're huge,
and they have no power.
Made so much more sense when I learned they were 6-inch.
And the fact that they have no power because they're using way too small of motors.
Right?
Like the first time I got exposed to that was what was it? Kebab got a hold of one of the older models and started flying it around just to see what he could do, and he was trying to freestyle, and it was horrible.
No, it's meant to spin those motors up to speed and leave them there. What's going on, Reckless? I've been seeing you posting more lately.
A lot more. Been popping up in my notifications, which I ignore. I mean, I haven't had time to watch them yet, but I will.
And then I noticed a bunch of people going to Tennessee, so the meetups are starting to happen again. It's good. Looks really good. And Rampage is going to be going on soon. I don't remember the dates for Rampage. That one doesn't excite me, but only because I cannot imagine paying that money, sleeping in the heat, just to watch other people fly.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Not me. I'm all about meetups where we can all throw packs.
12 hour. Oh yeah, I forgot all about those endurance races, man. Those things are kind of crazy.
Yeah.
In a different way.
Dude, you know how we can get after like 5 minutes. Have you ever run a pack for 5 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself by the time I get to that point. I'm like, well, I've hit all the things. What the fuck do I do now? Start looking around, just aimlessly wandering.
But you also get to a point, even with breaks in between, where if you run a couple packs back to back, you kind of want to break. I can't imagine.
In May, he says.
That's what I thought. But then, of course, I second-guessed myself because half the time I make up shit and have myself convinced that I'm giving facts. So,
hey, as long as it sounds good.
Well, I'm really good at that, so.
Hey, I'm not sure if it's still going on, but I'll throw it out here anyway, because I heard about it a few days ago, and I'm not sure what's left. But Heli Nation has actually a sale going on for props, $1 a set, all props, everything they got.
There's not much, and they probably won't have what you would prefer. But even if you just want to have some on hand, as backup.
Yeah, it's $1.
Right.
I know Chris just picked up a bunch of
Wind dancers.
Wind dancers, that's right. Some people like those.
They're good props. I just don't like the winglets.
For a
Kind
dollar,
of
you
stuck on
find.
my S3s and S4s.
Yeah, let's see here.
Fair point. But it was still a lot of pilots laying down a lot of laps for a long time. You know, durability, the ability to hold up to the best of their abilities for as long as they can means a lot to me. Now, keep in mind, I'm talking about I like props. The reason I like the HQ props is they are beefy even out to the tips. Not heavy, just, there's some substance there. And even if it means you're coming in contact with concrete or asphalt or scraggle or steel, a lot of times they hold up to hits. And this is coming from a guy that right about half the time I get this many batteries out of each pack of props. And I don't mean like I have to bend them because I'll bend them back all day. I'm talking about I have lost entire blades on at least one prop and now must replace them. And my problem, the reason I'm saying that with the wind dancers is they get very thin out towards the edge and they have those little winglets. And you wouldn't think that losing a winglet on a blade would contribute enough weight difference to cause vibrations, but it does. And that was my biggest feedback. If you don't touch anything, those wind dancers are smooth and they're light. But the second you come into contact with anything, they are out of balance.
Yeah, who doesn't touch something, though? I mean, come on. So unless you're changing your pops every 2 seconds. Hey, Ray! Hey, Ray! You need that 10-inch, right, dog?
Oh, you know it's coming.
He's still in the chat, right?
Yeah, he's in there.
I'm just kind of perusing new products here, and I was like, oh. Yeah, I know he doesn't really like iFlight all that much anymore, but damn, those arms are thick as shit.
Yeah, Ray, I don't think the folds are bad. I just didn't like the way they felt. There is a smoothness to them because of the hinges, obviously.
Dude, that thing's a beefcake. Look at the mill.
Oh, yeah?
I am sharing screen, aren't
No.
I? Oh, fuck. Boomer moment.
I was looking around to see if I needed to catch up to anything. Nope.
There you go, Raymond. It's $100. Look at the center of that thing.
What frame is that?
That is the iFlight XL10 V5. I agree, but dude, even the top plate looks like it's 3 or 4 mil.
It does.
Whew.
I've been very impressed, not to take away from the iFlight frame, but the Source One has a lot of variants out there.
Absolutely. It ain't even heavy. This is 276 grams.
Well, the arms aren't terribly thick or anything. 10 inches, I bet, is floaty on that thing.
Right? Blah, 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 blah. True X.
Hey, what's going on, Vampire?
20 by 20 and 30 by 30. Digi compatible. It's a 420 millimeter frame. So there's that. 7 millimeter arms. Yeah.
I mean, you have to. Let's not even talk durability. You have to have that thickness to cut out the large oscillations. Otherwise, the arms would just flap around.
Yeah, no shit, huh? They're not overly thin down the line either.
No.
That's a hell of a frame, man. Skinny in the
Just like other than increasing thickness, you're almost forced to either do that or go to like some sort of tube, whether it be box tube or even round tube.
Yeah, 10 inch. That's I think that's Ray. I think that's your next step, dude. I don't think they make 10-inch for the freaking TBS. Yes, I am definitely still running the folds. Fold weather is back in town. So I'm actually rather excited for this weekend to do some damage to them and not have them explode.
What have you been running? Still running folds? Just
Exploding, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys know too. I haven't run much the winter, much at all. So
Well, I went ahead. I don't know if anybody keeps an eye out on the budget stacks like Mamba or whatnot. I've been on a Mamba kick for a few years now, thanks to MD95. And they get a little hard to find. Yes. Oh, you look like you were trying to say something. Anyway, there's a new hardware set I've seen come out called Sky Stars, and I'm not seeing any feedback, like not good or bad. I think they're just new. So I went ahead and took the plunge and got 2 stacks because I don't like not having spare parts sitting around. And here lately, I've trashed a couple drones. So we'll see what that's all about. The layout is similar. The hardware is similar, but I was able to get a full F7 BL Heli 32 setup for what I was getting for an F405 BL Heli S.
looks like they have some options here: 45 amp, 55 amp, and a 45 F7.
Yep, and I went with the 45 amp F7 combo because they're also digi ready.
All right, and individuals.
They have a lot of capacitance. They seem to have a pretty good layout. They have little things I'm looking for, like you notice on the ESCs and even on the pads, there's perforations that go all the way through. Well, you would be hard pressed to pull a pad with those. It really makes them robust. And there's just little things like that that I always look for, because anytime I've used hardware that didn't have perforations or, center holes through the pads or things like that, I have a tendency of pulling pads off. Yeah, look at that
thing. That thing just looked cool and caught my eye. Like, I mean, yeah, you got all the mini pads, but that's kind of standard these days. I mean, hell, even the freaking Flight One full size boards has pads like that.
Well, but that's also a 20 by 20, so
yeah, that's pretty cool.
And there's little things they do too, like even though the stack supports a plug, that connects the flight controller to the ESC. The first thing I really liked that they did was when they give you the connector, they give it to you with one side not connected so you can plug in the cables in whatever order you want. I think that is an awesome feature.
I love the motor holes. That is great.
That's actually not motor, that's LEDs.
Well, that should be motor because, yeah.
But if you go to the other side of that, where the plug is that would connect the ESC to the flight controller, there are pads in the same order as they appear in the socket in the white plug, the JST connector, whatever you want to call it. And so, there are good, large edge of board pads available for all those too. It's got all these little attentions to detail that made me think it's going to be a good value. So
this is kind of weird how they did this.
Yeah.
See how the holes go through, and then it's like kiss in the center. How it has that just open part. That's strange.
But yeah, because you see, they kind of made the sides concave.
All right, I need clear nylon nuts because that just looks cool.
Yeah, the Mambas always came with them.
Nice. It sure is shiny.
Yeah.
45 amp, 32 bit, all the normal shit. MPU 6000.
It does not come with a capacitor that I can tell, but I don't care because I always use my own caps. They've got
no
excellent
caps.
documentation. Right.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh shit. Look at that. That's like not even a Swift one. It's so old.
But it gets the point across.
God, damn. They got a book in here on this thing.
But it's easy to read.
Not when I'm scrolling like that.
Well, you know what I mean.
Okay, the ESC has an onboard filter capacitor that suppresses the back electromotive force, stabilizes the battery's voltage, and protects the flight controller and ESC precision components.
Yep. 5 volt, 3.3 volt, and I want to say 10 or 12 volt BECs, as well as, multiple points where you can get to battery voltage, which a lot of stuff runs on anymore.
Yeah, they got 60 amp ones too. They got 55s, 45s, and 60s. I guess that's pretty normal. They're all doing that now. Cool, man.
Yeah. I like value. It's going to run out and tear something up anyway.
Yeah, I only like to tear up the finest equipment.
Not me. I'm still waiting for you to make a full jump to Flight 1.
Well, I kind of dismantled my first one for parts. But that's getting back together, and the Abomination is built. I'm 72.5% sure that I have another F7 or H7 board around here somewhere. I just don't know where the fuck it is. But I mean, I'll probably always have a KISS quad, man. It's funny as it is to say they all burn. Dude, they're reliable as shit.
Look, the V1s were known for doing that. Now, I know the V2s, if you do things wrong and not right, that you can accomplish the same thing, but it's not been as much of an issue with the V2 hardware.
Well, it's the ESCs mostly. It's just people are not morons anymore, and they're sorry, I gotta plug in my laptop before it dies. You gotta freaking put some epoxy on the freaking caps on the ESCs. Otherwise, they could pop off from repeated hard crashes and shoot each other out and burn.
Yeah, but using some UV cure epoxy that you use, that does a pretty good job at handling that.
Yes. Actually, I haven't used epoxy at all yet. Although I bought some now, so I'll try that next. But I use that. And this goes for anybody's ESCs, man. You got that row of caps on there are very vulnerable. I usually get that UV light triggered glue or adhesive is what they call it. UV adhesive, and it comes with a little UV light. And squish it on there, shine a little light on it for about 30 seconds, and it shit's hard. Can't say that about Josh. Takes him forever.
That's what 40 does to you.
Fuck, I'm older than that.
Yeah, that's the direction I'm going, Vampire. Because I don't need the control link. I don't need the 2 antennas coming off just for video. But I'll get home tomorrow night and see everybody. And Friday morning, I have a little work to do. And then I'm hoping to get some stuff done.
That reminds me, I gotta tell my boss about the end of the month here.
You should. So the end of this month, I have 2 weeks of work in Michigan, not real far from Indianapolis. So instead of leaving on a Thursday night and going home and flying back on a Sunday night, I'm just going to stay and hang out with Chuck that weekend.
It's going to be a donut having party good time.
It is. We are going to make the most of a Friday and Saturday.
Oh, you better take me out and feed me first.
Oh, I'll plug in on you. You just won't know it.
I've been waiting for that because I've been knowing John Wanniff has been wanting to say it so bad.
And I'm going to wait for him. Just wait for him to fire up an old analog. And just for old times, I'll count 1 Mississippi, 2. And about the time I hear him do some dumb shit over the asphalt.
It doesn't take John long to do that.
No, it's all good. I'm anxious to get everything rolling. Like I was telling these guys, so Joe Ford, in his loving self, gifted me a set and a single air unit. So I've got that to get me started. I'm going to wait until Pyro gets the Cadix Nebula air units, whatever, in stock again, and then I'll grab a couple of those, and then I'll make a full conversion.
God damn, you're a fucking traitor. I had to say it. Everybody in chat was screaming it in their heads. What the fuck is that? Hold on, I'm pulling this up.
I was going to say, you're going to have to share your screen.
I'm just perusing while we're talking here.
And anybody that needs air units that can't find them, thank Joe Ford. He bought like 20 of them as soon as they came in stock at a few places.
All of them.
Oh, I've seen that. That is meant for large cameras like the Red or some of those large format professional cameras. That is an 8-motor setup.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you put the motors on the bottom or what? Because it's shaped like that.
Both. But with the arm
this.
swooping that way, you take that large format camera and mount it on the front of that.
I can see it's got the clean zone there for the camera, like the old school quads kind of had. I want to put oversized motors on it and freestyle it.
If you want to see one of those things in action, check out Nurk's channel.
I figured as soon as you said what it was for, I was like, oh, yeah, okay. That's him.
It is impressive how well it flies considering the amount of weight on it.
And how stupid it looks.
Nobody doesn't change the way it flies. You can't see it in the goggles anyway.
Oh, you could see that stupid shit.
No, for coming in at like 2 pounds, it flies really good.
Yeah. Nurks used to fly in that them 2-pounders anyway. He likes it big.
Well, he does a lot of professional video shoots, and not like weddings. He fills in with weddings.
Hey, is Fordo in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Ford, did you put the upgrade sponge foam padding for the Digi goggles on that one you gave Josh? Because Josh, it's $12.
Not only did it fix, so yeah, he gave me quite a hookup. I mean, like new strap, new foam. Like he really, y'all just don't understand. That boy loves me. I'm gonna have to make it up to him.
A very special way.
Laura ain't got shit on me.
All right, this is actually interesting. I'm gonna share this.
Just for giggles, for anybody that's curious, the stock foam that came with those, it was very hard. It did not form to my face and had a lot of light leak around the nose. The foam that he bought was softer, actually fits all the way around my face and seats, and then no light leak around the nose. It's awesome.
Oh, that's good. Then you won't need the upgraded thing, and Don't have to show
No,
it to
I don't
everybody.
need anything.
So much clicking. to
He
share a
even
damn
put
screen.
the crystal antennas in it, the iFlight crystal, so he upgraded with the directionals.
For all you toothpickies out there, I was surprised it's a 600, which is actually pretty large for a toothpick.
Oh.
But they have a new product line. Let's see what that's all about, just because I'm interested. 90 to 190. Okay, usually you're getting, what is it, about 80C, I think, with the smaller ones. It is HV, which I think is not a good thing, but 3S folds. $12. They're more expensive for sure. Comes with the XT30, 43 grams. I forget what the other ones weigh. I think that's about comparable.
Yeah, Vampire. He's running the circular, gave me the circulars on the bottom, and then the patches on the front. I don't anticipate it's going to have any issues. And it'll fit in the bag really nice that you guys know I take my shit with me everywhere, and it's always on the road.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing stuff.
Where's that at? Is that at Pyro?
Yeah.
Joe, that's Pyrodrone.
I'm checking something out. I'm looking up the. That is not what I. Nah. Fucking ads FPV cycle. I'm going to compare it to the ones I actually use, which are 400 GMB non-HVs. It says it's 43 grams for the 600, and I'm thinking that might be the improvement. But we will find out right now. View it. Now, this is what I use, and these are damn good batteries.
You'd be hard-pressed to find better than GMB.
Yeah,
They
I don't know
cost
about
a little more, but they're worth every penny. Not just performance, but durability and the ability to hold up to the discharge abuse.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Next, 3S, blah, blah, blah. 80 to 160. So it is a higher C rating. And it weighs exactly the same. Holy shit. I'm going to buy some immediately. Joe, don't buy them all, you fuck.
Well, you know, I got real excited when you sent me the Heli Nation text. And I was driving, and I'm like, fuck. They'll all be gone by the time I get parked. And they were.
Well, I mean, I saw it off of Facebook. By the time I saw it, I figured, you know, everybody got the notification when I did. But, dude, yeah, 43 grams. It's 600 milliamp instead of the 450s. It's what I'm using now. And a higher C rating by 10 for $2 more. Ooh, it's time to end the stream.
Well, Chuck has some shopping to do, so we've been here for an hour. We're going to let you guys go so he can.
So I can beat Joe to buy them all.
No, tonight's kind of a light night anyway after missing last week, and we appreciate you guys, your understanding. Long story short, in total transparency, I was beat from being on the road. Chuck was beat. He had been in some nasty weather and driving quite a bit. It just was not a good night.
I was actually beat as fuck tonight, but I drank 2 goddamn Mountain Blue fucking voltages, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be up till like 2.
Jeffrey style, if given the opportunity, yes, you have to see them for yourself. There are naysayers out there, people that either haven't experienced them or insist on saying, oh, it's not a big. No, they are life changing. HD FPV. There's no way you can't do it if you have the ability.
Especially now that they're so improved, and all through updates, which is fucking great.
Ever since the first time that I flew Joe's drone with the HDI in it, I knew it was just a matter of time. Like, essentially the money has to line up, right? Yes, it's an investment. Anybody that says, analog for life, that's like saying you don't want a flat screen TV. That's bullshit.
I've tried the digis, and the first time you try them, you might not like them. For one reason only. They ain't going to fit right, probably. But there's so many ways to fix that now with wedges and foam. I mean,
right.
My freaking HDO2s don't fit exactly right, but I got the newbie drone foam on order. My eyelashes ain't gonna touch the fucking lenses anymore. And I'll tell you what, guys, there's a reason I bought the HDO2s. That'll be coming soon-ish. All right, and for everybody in the chat, it's been a wonderful night. Thanks for coming. And for all you Patreons, we're going to continue the show on the other channel. So YouTube, fuck off.